Yo, what's up guys? We got Pokemon here. Today we're back with some more high ladder RU Showdown Live. Today we're using Salazzle plus Stakataka. Shout out to Expulso for the team. I believe we are... Where are we on the ladder? I say high ladder, but I just assume because... Yeah, I'm number 30, 34. I just assume because I usually play RU in the high ladder, so I didn't know where it really was. But yeah, if you guys want this team, check out my website, pokeaimMD.com. And if you also didn't know while we look for a game, because I'm excited, we have defensive Stakataka. It's been a minute since I used this. Back in the day, I used it for Mega Pidgeot, and now we're using it for Noivern and RU. So I think it's pretty cool how trends continue even though generations move on or go on. But or trends transpire, throughout generations. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, I do have an apron available. This is only available until the 24th, so if you would like to pick it up, the link is down below. It's just a little taste. I'm really happy that people actually like it a lot, and some people are actually starting to get their aprons. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun using the team. We have, I guess we'll go over it since we're waiting for a battle. But we have Heavy Duty Boots Salazzle with Fire Blast, Sludge Wave, Toxic, and Knockoff. I like Knockoff, especially for Heavy Duty Boots on everything else. But this could also be Slash for Protect. Stakataka can be Shuckleberry or Leftovers. I think Leftovers for longevity makes a little bit more sense. And the last move can be Toxic or Stone Edge, but again, a Noivern check. And also, it's a Pokemon that doesn't care about Zarude because Body Press is coming off of 506 defense. Then we also have another Zarude check and Nasty Platoicus. Our check to Zydog as well as Galarian Slowbro and things like that. In Gastrodon, we also have our own Zarude, which is basically mandatory for Pokemon like Seismitoad and just bulky waters in the tier, with Jungle Healing, 3 attacks with U-turn, and then Scarf Mienshao rounds us out, gives us some speed control, gives us something to stop boosted Pokemon in general. But that is the team, and I guess we still can't find... Oh, we found one. Awesome. Okay, so immediately I see a few threats. Scrafty is a giant threat, but I think Togekiss can handle it ideally. Speaking of Togekiss, is actually pretty cool here. Toxicity is annoying, but it can't click Overdrive for free, because Stakataka stops that, so I'm excited about that. And I also really like the fact that Seismitoad gets checked by Zarude very well. In terms of speed tiers, Zarude is faster than everything, besides Crobat, and Mienshao is obviously faster than everything besides a random Scarf Crobat as well, which is cool because Mienshao is going to be good for checking a Scrafty if it's set up. I like Mienshao's knockoff a lot in here. 1-2 Pokemon that are weak to it, one that doesn't like Stealth Rock. So I want to give myself a good situation versus potential Toxicity just because it's a giant threat, and I feel like I can switch in better to Dhelmise. It's shaky, but Dhelmise more than I can Toxicity. So that's why I'm leaning towards a Gastrodon lead. It's very easy, Earth Power, Ice Beam, Clear Smog type of thing. I do kind of expect Crobat though from my opponent, so I'm almost leaning towards Seismitoad, but if they go, or excuse me, Stakataka, but if they go Toxicity, maybe it's actually better for me if they go Toxicity. Let me try this. As I do go Crobat, so I get the best lead possible here, which is awesome. Now Body Press is essentially free, even though I know they're going to go Seismitoad. I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rock. I don't think that Crobat's going to do much to me, and I want Rocks to chip away at Toxicity, especially because they're going to allow my Mienshao to do a ton. And this is a great opportunity for me to get in my Zarude and just click Knockoff. I get rid of Heavy Duty Boots on something else. The Rocks are just formalities at this point. I forgot it doesn't get Knockoff. What am I saying? We all wish it got Knockoff. But it allows me to U-turn on Crobat, find out if it is running the boots, and get in young Stakataka. And seeing as how there's basically no reason Crobat should stay in, I'm sorry, that would be a really good Pokemon if it had Tough Claws and Knockoff. It's a good Pokemon, but it's not great. Like Jungle Healing doing 25% sucks. It should be 33%. Toxic is essentially free. We know they're 2 immediate switch-ins, and there's no way Crobat stays in. So I'm going to Toxic here. Dhelmise, Seismitoad are 2 Pokemon I see can come in. Obviously Scrafty as well. And the cool thing is that I don't lose any momentum by going Zarude because I have Heavy Duty Boots, so who cares if they even burn me? And even if they double to everything, I'm basically fast. And if they go Crobat, it's not like Stakataka is taking any damage. Basically, the combination of Stealth Rock plus U-turn, I'm still healing back up to full HP. So every single time. So I'm in such a great position. That's a really good knockoff on my opponent's part. I like that a lot. But once again, though, I'm just going to keep up offensive momentum. And now we're in a position where Stakataka is ready to start clicking attacks. This is beautiful because with Seismitoad being weakened, I can smack them with Salazzle. And I'm going to Body Press here. I think that even if they go Scrafty, this is good for me. And obviously, it's going to do a good chunk to the Seismitoad as well. And we know they're physically defensive, but that's good damage. That's Sludge Wave into Fire Blast damage every single time. And I'm still not caring if they... Like, I can always go Zarude no matter what. Even if they double back on a Crobat, who cares? So it's always free, even though I made it 100 times. They do Scald here, which is smart, potentially going for a burn. I'm going to Jungle Healing once, just because I want to be healthy enough to maybe eat a hit in a pinch from Sigilyph, as they end up making the Crobat play. And from this play, I have two things I can do. If I go Stakataka, they're definitely going either Scrafty or Dhelmise. If I go Gastrodon, they're 100% going Dhelmise. So I know they're going to U-turn here. I can make an offensive play and make the Salazzle play. I feel like it's okay. I don't think they Brave Bird ever. They would always U-turn. And Salazzle's great because it's like, hey, Seismitoad, come in and take Stealth Rock plus Poison. They end up going Sigilyph, however. You know they're Magic Guard because they didn't take Stealth Rock damage, so they could be Boots. I feel like Stakataka will always eat a hit anyway, so I'm going to do it. I'm on to nothing. And it's time to start Gyro Ball and 150 to 1. You see that? That's what I love to see, man. Gyro Ball 150 to 150 base power. Hell yeah. Ooh, it did almost as much as Body Press. So now Seismitoad cannot come in if I ever get Stakataka in versus this thing. And I still have my 100% switch in Zarude. Now they could Scald here. What's a double they can make that could deal with Zarude? Crobat. Huh. I doubt they knock off. I think they'd Scald again. I'm actually going to go Togekiss, because I don't want them doubling out to Scrafty. Yeah, Scald is whatever there. And they don't like this Pokemon, period. So I rather, because I have heavy duty boots, I rather get damage exactly on something like Toxtricity for knockoff or anything later. Especially because I have good switch-ins. And I have Gastrodon only as a pivot into Overdrive. As a Boom Burst and do a ton. Holy crap. But I have a Stakataka which gets a kill. So, and this should, I mean, you resist. Like, very well. I just didn't want to bring it on Overdrive, but I probably would have taken it anyway. So let's get our kill here with Gyro Ball. We have Weaken, Toxtricity. I gotta be careful with my Gyro Ball PP though, because I want to make sure I can beat Crobat. But we Weaken Toxtricity with Stealth Rock plus Air Slash. I get a Defense Raise too, which is pretty cool as well. They struggle with this Mon for sure. There's no way you knock me out. I'm sorry. There is just no way. You are way too... I'm clicking Toxic. Yeah, go ahead and take that. Let's say they have Earthquake as their move, because they definitely have Anchor Shot, Power Whip. They might just be Poltergeist. They might not even be able to touch me. Yeah, like, them clicking Knockoff is whatever at this point. I think I just click Rocks until they die. Even with... Though, to be honest, I could just get a kill right here with Gyro Ball as well. This is best case scenario for me, I think. Yeah, because they can't Rapid Spin away my rocks if I click it. I obviously can't switch, so it doesn't matter. They are smart and they realize that if they Rapid Spin, I'll just click rocks anyway. So this works out for me. Obviously, Scrafty can come out. We don't see an item on Scrafty. Ooh, I almost want a Body Press. I feel like I have the offensive position with this Mon to do. I'm going to Body Press here. This is going to do a lot. Like, I don't... Yo, look how much that just did. Bro. Yo. They're definitely going to go for Drain Punch here or Rest. So it's fine if I go Togekiss, especially because Air Slash is absolutely free. We know their Toxtricity is Choice Specs, and one Air Slash into Flamethrower should be able to knock it out. At 280, I would say it will. There we go. Toxtricity is gone. Beautiful. I can keep this thing alive for Scrafty. So we're going to sack our Gastrodon here. Sack Gastrodon. It also has Clear Smug, so it doesn't let Scrafty set up on me. As they go for Toxic. Surprised, but I'll just Ice Beam. Yeah, very surprised they went for Toxic. I had a Stakataka. Did they have Intimidate? They did not have Intimidate on Scrafty, so we're going to click Gyro Ball here. Okay, we got to be a little bit careful, but I can always Toxic their Crobat with my Salazzle because of my Corrosion ability. Oh, of course. Unfortunately, I get burnt there. Very unfortunate, because look, I could have done 100% potentially. This is at 50% in the next one. We're just going to Gyro Ball until I die. Fire Blast does KO them, so I'm okay. Also, Zarude can come out here and just go for its attack, but that doesn't give me I think it's better to go out into Salazzle and click Fire Blast. Actually, if Sludge Wave KOs, I'm going for Sludge Wave. Let me just calc. Because they're at 54%. And this is an offensive Salazzle Sludge Wave on Sigilyph. My puppy's sleeping on my lap. She's so cute. So I did this 58% minimum. Awesome. So I'll go ahead and pick up that KO there. And then all I gotta do is Toxic the Crobat if it comes in. Can't knock me out with Brave Bird, even though it's definitely going for Brave Bird. Just Toxic you because of my Corrosion ability. Can't miss because I'm a Poison type. This is awesome. Nice. Okay, so I'll sack Zarude. I'll keep this thing alive because it's faster than Scrafty and can threaten it. Whereas Zarude, ooh, me being able to take that is really nice as well because they can't. It's not like they can roost on me. So I'll just Darkest Lariat as they Brave Bird to knock me out. And all I gotta do is go out and Togekiss. Click Nasty Plot. The reason I'm clicking Nasty Plot is because I just want to be able to click Flamethrower versus the Scrafty and potentially take it out. Though I doubt I take it out with Flamethrower. Maybe I should just Air Slash. But it didn't matter what happened here. There was no point in roosting. It was just a guarantee win if I did that. So that was really nice because we got to see defensive Stakataka plus obviously Salazzle's pressure towards the end. So I'll pause it until we find another battle, guys. I'll be right back. Guys, so we get a game versus Roserade, which is actually very threatening to our team. I'm hoping that Stakataka will do its job here. It comes in a Noivern, can deal with Incineroar as well. Pretty cool squad by my opponent's part. I like Zarude a lot here too because of Darkest Lariat, obviously, as well. And Mienshao just has some good speed control. So I'm going to use Mienshao early, maybe get some damage off of Raikou. I shouldn't lose to Raikou because I have Gastrodon. This could be sub-toxic or Toxic Spikes plus Raikou, which is a really, really, really cool set. But we do see Incineroar as a lead. I almost want to hit it with close combat, but it's way better just to click U-turn and get Chip. Just because I can always go Gastrodon anyway. Even if they knock me off, it's whatever. As they go for Toxic immediately. I'm assuming they'd U-turn here on their own. I'm going to Ice Beam, considering, or Parting Shot, that works too. I wish I had Heal Bell on the team. But get a nice little Ice Beam off on Roserade, which is great. Stakataka gets to come out. Depending on if they go for Sleep Powder immediately, I can get some free turns here. But there's no way they risk this. They shouldn't, after all. So I'm going to go for Stealth Rock. As we get the Wake, nice. Great for chipping away at that. This is a giant threat, by the way. This Pokemon right here is a giant threat. However, we threaten them really well with Togekiss, and that should be my initial response always, I feel. Yeah. I feel like that should always be my initial response as Raikou comes out. I do have a Gastrodon, which hard walls, and we know that they're heavy-duty boots. So I'll make the Gastrodon play always. I'm not going to predict them to do anything. I'm just going to click Ice Beam here. As I get a freeze on Reuniclus. Pretty big, I would note. Very big. It allows me to go Zarude and click U-turn. As my opponent makes the very good Noivern play. However, again, I have a Stakataka that doesn't really care about this Mon for a reason. So that was like all really, really, really good turns. Or good sequence of turns. My opponent knows what they're doing. We know they have boots on basically every Mon. Just frustrating. I almost want to hit this thing. But it's better to just make the defensive play and go out into my Gastrodon and just recover here too. I need to get in a position where my Salazzle can click moves. Which is extremely hard because this thing is always going to be able to go for Sleep Powder versus me. I'm still going to make the Stakataka play regardless. But yeah, we'll Gyro Ball. And this is extremely hard because this Mon keeps coming in and threatens me. So obviously this is the reason why hazards are important. Especially if they double again. So I broke it sturdy. Gastrodon, even if I body press, even if I'm forced to recover here, which they know I am, they get in Roserade and they get up another spike. How fast is their Roserade? And I got the freeze on Reuniclus too, so I'm going to make this Salazzle play. It's really offensive right now, but I think they're definitely going Roserade. Exactly. And the first thing I want to do is click Knockoff. It gets rid of the heavy-duty boots on something, which is great that it's Noivern initially. I think Noivern, getting rid of the boots on Noivern is great, especially because my rocks are actually going to start doing some damage. So I'm okay with that as they drop a Draco. And I get to click Body Press here as it hits Steelix for a little bit of chip. Noivern is still a giant threat. At least I could check it with Stone Edge as well. I'm good with weakening the Incineroar as well. Holy crap, man. I did a lot there. Damn, that Noivern is going to be annoying. But Incineroar being weakened is great. I can try and pressure them with Zarude, Gastrodon at its 10 percentage. This is tough because I think Togekiss is going to be key for me to win. So I'm just going to body press again. Like, these stat drops don't really matter anyway, so I'm just going to body press again. I'm assuming they go Reuniclus. But again, that damage on Incineroar is great. As they get in Steelix, perfect for me as well. Get some good chip on that Mon. I'm leaning towards going Salazzle because it's so good offensively, and I think they're going to body press. Exactly. And at this point, I feel the need. I think Fire Blast is safe. We know that they're not Calm Mind on their... I thought them. But it was still my safest play, in my opinion. And Sludge Wave should kill them after, so I'm going to go for it. What is it? 95 versus 110? Yeah, Sludge Wave should definitely kill it. 35%? Hell yeah. So Sludge Wave is for sure my play. It hits Noivern for some decent damage. KO Incineroar as well. I would love if this KOs Noivern. Awesome. So we get rid of Noivern as well. So that's amazing as well for my for me being able to set up on this bad boy. This Mon literally kills everything on their team. But is it worth me clicking Toxic instead, so that way I can close combat sweep them? No, that way I can totally sweep them. I think that's better in the long term of things. So, and that's great too because they also predicted me to want to go out into Gastrodon there. So I get a Toxic off, which is amazing. At this point, I still think Gastrodon has a role. Yeah, that Toxic is so good. That Toxic is amazing. Oh, and Zarude looks great too, especially with Noivern being gone and Incineroar at 15%. So, I mean, they said oops for a good reason. I'm just going to sack Stakataka here. As they end up Volt Switching and bring out their Reuniclus. However, we do have a Togekiss, like I said, which just threatens something with Air Slash now. I don't even have to click Nasty Plot. It's better for me to Air Slash, make sure that Raikou takes a little bit of chip so it dies to close combat and U-turns like that later. As I get a nice little crit. And we'll just end up sacking Stakataka there. Perfect. This allows me to bring out Regenerator Mienshao and just click... U-turn is better than knockoff, I think. Yeah, I'll just bring you out again. Click U-turn once more. So that Mon's gone. Bring right back out my Mienshao. And again, that was like a good example of the knockoff on Salazzle allowing it to break for later as you come out. Get a nice little U-turn off as well. I'm going to make the hard Zarude play because I doubt you kill me in one hit. And I want them to Focus Blast here if anything. Which I think they will, which is why I'm going to go Togekiss. Huh. They're smart as well because they know that if I click this attack, I'm going to win. I'm assuming they might double out into Roserade here to get a more spike, but if they opt to go for Thunderbolt there, initially it's still better for me. As I know they're forced to go for Aura Sphere here. I don't want to let Mienshao take the hit for no reason, so I'm just going to go for Earth Power. As they get in Roserade. And I get a pretty strong hit off. That should be a free Zarude. Just click Darkest Lariat now. It's not free, but I have to be careful because I don't want to lose to Raikou. Salazzle is faster than everything and clicks Fire Blast, but Fire Blast can miss. They're going to definitely Gyro Ball here. What is my play to win? Because like, Zarude definitely wins, right? Okay, because I know Zarude wins, and because I can beat this via... I'm going to go actually Mienshao and sack it. I'll get a nice little knockoff on something at least. That's cool. Potentially knocking off a Cobra Berry. Awesome. I'll bring right out Togekiss as well and just click Air Slash because I don't have to predict. And it doesn't matter if Steelix comes out because as long as it takes Air Slash, it should die to Flame right now. So we get rid of that gets rid of Roserade too, so we don't have to worry about that. Awesome. Raikou comes out. As I mentioned before, I just sack Mienshao. I don't know why they keep... Oh, they keep trying to predict me to go that. click Sludge Wave. We know how much Fire Blast does. Even if they double a Raikou, that doesn't do anything. Doubling a Raikou doesn't do anything. It just makes them take 6% for no reason. And I can Flamethrower here. Get rid of you. GG. Hey! Salazzle really doing it in that one. Whew. Salazzle really doing it in that one. I like it. I like it. So you guys got to see basically how, well, first off, Stakataka, obviously, they thought that Intimidate was good, but that Body Press did not care, did so much. Salazzle knocking Noivern on its own, and then actually putting it in range of Sludge Wave earlier. It was Salazzle that knocked it, right? I didn't knock it with anything else. It was literally Salazzle. It had to be. Knockoff was the best play. Yeah. Salazzle knocked Noivern turn 19, and that ended up helping turn 25, so that was amazing. And yeah, that was really good. Like, I'm happy with how that game was played. Let me see. That person was pretty high on the ladder too. So they're number 25. I don't know if that's correct. I feel like we might be a little bit more. But I'll pause it, guys, until we find another game. I'll be right back. One of those games where I think that Stakataka is just going to click Gyro Ball and Toxic and Body Press the entire team, or entire time, and just get kill after kill after kill. So I'm really excited about that. A few other things here. My Milotic can be annoying. We do have Toxic on this mon, and a few ways of dealing with that. But obviously Toxtricity is also fairly annoying. Very annoying. Gastrodon's role is to deal with this. Stakataka checks 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon on their team. So obviously I'm glad it has such a chance to shine. And ideally Salazzle is able to Toxic my Milotic. That's going to be really big if I can do that. Same thing with Toxic and Crobat, honestly. So we'll see. I just gotta be careful versus the Toxtricity, and also want to be really careful how I click my Toxics here too. I love Zarude though. I think Zarude is amazing. I'm gonna go Stakataka. It's not the greatest lead of options, but if they go Crobat, which is faster than my entire team, over Toxtricity, which is not faster than my entire team, but eats a hit from all my team, it's greater for me because I can easily click something like Toxic early. So probably get the worst lead matchup early, but ideally they click Toxic here because I have 2 Pokemon that can switch in. So I'm going to go for Toxic as they just click Skull. I know I'm going to get burnt. I'm going to get punished. They didn't punish me, thankfully. I did not get punished. That's amazing. Okay, so that is best case scenario. That is like phase 1, and I can easily get recovery versus Crobat too. So I'll make the Zarude play. It's relatively safe. Again, not burnt, which is amazing. And I'm assuming what they'll do is they'll go out into Klefki or Crobat. If they're Iron Defense Klefki, it's a problem. What are you doing? Why do they do this? Why are you leaving in my Milotic? This is a really key part of your team. Then again, maybe they're just trying to weaken me for Zydog, which you know what? That's fair. That's fair. I can give them that. I can give them that. They were the Toxic or Ice Beam here. They wouldn't Scald. They could also recover. I'll go Zarude again. Yeah, if you want to make that play, I'm gonna click U-turn again. It makes sense for them to go something like Crobat, for instance. Exactly. And this is what I want. These are the free turns to get my leftovers. So I was very blessed to not be... I was very blessed. If they click Taunt here, all he does is give me 2 more extra turns of leftovers. But I was very blessed to not be Scald burnt early. And you know what? I think that trade was worth it because now Salazzle 2 KOs that thing. Let's see. If you're Iron Defense. I have Salazzle anyway to beat that set 1v1. But I'm just going to Gyro Ball. Do a lot. Ooh, I get a crit on Klefki. So, and I get a defense raise because of it. So that's amazing. I basically just killed the biggest threat to my team. Just kidding. But defensively, annoying. Not defensively, but like, how do you say Klefki? Klefki is like one of those mons that it will just come in and it will Thunder Wave everything. So I'm glad it's gone. That's what I mean to say. Now I can get in Zarude as well as they click Scald, and we'll just click the Power Whip. Honestly, I don't care if Crobat comes in. Yeah, at that point, I was just say, like, I don't care if Crobat comes in. Basically, what I'd be able to do is just annoy the hell out of my opponent with that. And that would just... The Spike is annoying for Stakataka, don't get me wrong. Spike is actually way better versus this team than Stealth Rock are, just because Stakataka is actually taking, real damage from Spikes instead of anything like that. Oh, MV, what's a good title for this? If y'all didn't know, MV and I work on title and thumbnail ideas together. So when you like MV's titles, I mean, let me show you some of my proudest moments. Let's see what we got here. YouTube.com/MV. Let's see some of my prouder moments. Let me see. Hustap, Aggron, Quicksilver. That was mine, but that. No, there's a really good one here. I know this one was mine too, but there was one that someone was like, oh, here it is. Snorjirachi, the most slept on Pokemon I know you. That's fire. That's a title. But yeah, I'm gonna pause until we find a battle, and I'll show you guys my ranking now because it was more than what I said last time as well. We are number 17 on the ladder, which I think we're actually again a little bit higher than that too because I was number 17 before I ended, so we might even be number 16. But I'll pause until we find a battle. We shall be right back. Came up with another I just came up with another title for Envy. Weakness policy. Lycanroc has no guards because he showed me the no guard Lycanroc Midnight with weakness policy. It's just a little taste. Speaking of little taste, you know, if you want to pick up the merch. But anyway, we have an annoying game, that's for sure. Luckily, they don't have toxic spikes. This would be way more annoying if they had toxic spikes. And it looks like body press. I hope there are more offensive Suicune. But I guess I have Zarude, so I'm not as worried about Suicune. It's my favorite, though. But Stakataka is amazing. Body press plus everything is good. I love Salazzle in this game. Toxic is going to be key, especially because Crobat and Cobalion are really good leads. I feel like I can just click Toxic early on. I should have took a little bit more time, but I knew to go Crobat, right? We're in a Toxic here. Immediately, if I get Brave Bird and if I die to Brave Bird, I'll be really sad. But I feel like I'll take like 90% and don't die. And again, a Toxic on Crobat's going to go a long way, especially if they U-turn here. Best case is they U-turn out to Incineroar. That's what I'm hoping for. How the hell did you know? I guess they expected me to go Stakataka, but they do U-turn there. I want that situation where I can click Body Press after. Damn it. So Cobalion comes out. I mean, I have my answer, and they're gonna click Stealth Rock here, but this isn't terrible. I mean, Earth Power is free, especially because they went Incineroar for whatever reason. So I get some decent damage off on Incineroar, and this was honestly my answer to this, right? Like, I feel like this damage is worth it. Yeah, this damage is hella worth, because now you die to Salazzle. This damage just made sense, I feel. So I'm assuming right now they'd go for the Parting Shot or Knockoff. I'm still going to click Earth Power, especially because, I mean, it's a free Incineroar, potentially. I just need to get in Stakataka on Crobat. I know they're going to click U-turn always, too. It's annoying, because they're definitely going to go Crobat here. Best case is they go Zygarde. Like, legitimately, best case is they go Zygarde, because they'll die to Earth Power and Ice Beam. They might think they get 1,000 arrows me. Oh, I don't mind Suicune at all. I don't. Especially because I have a free Zarude here. Which I'm assuming my opponent would take advantage of and go Cobalion or that. Huh. I'll go Stakataka first. See if they go for sub over Calm Mind. Alright, that's fine. We can get in Zarude. I'm surprised they went for Calm Mind considering Zarude. You want to get down, Puka? No problem. There you go. Go ahead. You've been resting on me for a while anyway. Surprised they went for Calm Mind, all things considered. But yeah, we want those rocks up. We want to be able to... Basically, we want rocks up first so we can chip away at Scarf Gardevoir, which is what I'm thinking it is. And I'll U-turn here because between this and Gastrodon, I should be good. And if they go out into Crobat... What are you doing? Oh, you are Ice Beam. Okay. Okay, good to know, good to know, good to know. So, I gotta be very careful now because Zygarde might actually sweep me. But I think I can close combat, knock it out with Mian Shao, so I should be okay in that regard. But damn, man, the Ice Beam did a lot. Why do they stay in like I don't have the Power Whip? No, that's the thing. Like, I'm a Zarude. I know you're max defense. I'm gonna U-turn here on Incineroar as well. As they have Rocky Helmet! What? Come on, man. Damn, okay. So not what I expected. I can lose to Suicune if it's resting, but Togekiss can beat it too, and Togekiss is really strong in this game, so it's alright. But damn, man, Rocky Helmet on Incineroar, not boots. Got me. This is a situation where freaking Zygarde is going to be a problem. And I'm debating if I click Knockoff on it now. I think I might have to click Knockoff on Zygarde, so that way it doesn't 6-0 me with 1,000 arrow spam. They end up going Gardevoir, though. Surprising, considering I have a Stakataka. I guess they could Focus Blast immediately, but... Why? Yeah, I have a Stakataka. I'll Sludge Wave. Okay, so, not the greatest positionally for me, but it's not the end of the world, especially because Body Press is free. As they go Suicune, I really think they're rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking an opportunity to click Stealth Rock here, at least to I'm going to try and win this game back. Like, obviously, the game didn't go well. Oh, don't burn me. If they do, I lose. Good, 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 good. Alright, so I can win this game still. I can still win this game. Especially if they end up giving me Suicune. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, there you go. Maybe they'll Ice Beam again as I roost and they won't freeze me, which is what I'm fearing. Awesome. That's best case scenario because I'm not burnt and I'm actually still healthy. It's not the end of the world. It's not the greatest thing either. But Gyro Balls and Body Presses are more free now. Zygarde, I'm sure dies to close combat. You gonna trick? I'm just gonna go Stakataka and assume my opponent will Moonblast. Yep. We're gonna Body Press here, considering it hits Cobalion for a little bit, and that's the damage I need on Cobalion to knock it out later. With the Yanshao. Ooh, that did so much. They're leftovers, Cobalion. I just want to see if that KO. I'm gonna risk my Yanshao too, because I want to see if that KOs. Cobalion, close combat is a. Damn, man. Almost. Okay, they'll knock me out here. They'll do a lot to me, obviously. Damn, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. But close combat for sure knocks out Zygarde. Like, it has no defense. What is this? That's not. That's. See that spread? Who's doing this? Yeah, 101. Knock off those 54 to that. Crobat. Even if I close combat twice, they just go out to Gardevoir. So I have to get this play right. Perfect. Okay, worst case is I have to go Togekiss on close combat into Mienshao and Ironhead. So I'm going to go for Gyro Ball here. And I got that play right too. Let's go. Okay, okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. And we can click one Body Press just in case they try it. It doesn't matter if they roost, I just don't want them U-turning out into Cobalion. I don't want them U-turn out into Cobalion. I don't care if they roost. Yeah, go ahead and do that. That's fine. So they're doing that so maybe they can hit Focus Blast, or they can go out into Zygarde 10%. Which they should have gone a million times. This endgame is going to be shaky, bro. It's going to come down to these two. However, they went that play first, so they're giving me an extra sack, basically. And I'm at 100% with Mienshao now because the Stealth Rock are gone. So I don't know if that's bad for me. Let's go. Close combat time, baby. Hey, they gave me the Cobalion. Great. Great, 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 great. Gyro Ball for sure knocks out both of these, so I don't gotta worry about that. They trace my Regenerator. I always go Togekiss. If they Focus Blast, whatever. Obviously, Togekiss takes the hit. As they Mystical Fire. Care about that? Yeah, just Air Slash. Why would I? I didn't click Air Slash, but it's the same situation. They kill me here. They can't knock out you, and then I just click Gyro Ball and I win. Because if they go out, I know they don't have Focus Blast because they have Mystical Fire, and Focus Blast isn't going to beat my Mienshao for sure. It's not going to do crap to Stakataka, and all I got to do is stay in on the. I swear, if this thing is Focus Sash, I swear. Also, if it's Focus Sash, what if it doesn't kill Stakataka? I swear if this thing is Focus Sash. Okay, it's Life Orb, which means they might still kill me with extreme speed. Alright, good game, dude. No matter what, good game. And we won because they defogged away them Stealth Rock. Let's take those. Let's go. Bro, this game, honestly, I got completely thrown off by my opponent's sets, which is really why, you know, non-standard things are good at times. Oh, she's playing with her toy. It's okay, I'm gonna feed her soon. Which is really why non-standard things are really, really cool. But I mean, that's also why things like Salazzle and Stakataka, not that they're not standard, but you know, it's cooler. It's really cool to see a defensive variant of Stakataka putting in just as much work as an offensive one would. Though in most of those games, I'm pretty sure if I click Trick Room and Gyro Ball, actually no, they had Steelix plus Reuniclus, and they had like pivots as well and things plus spikes. So I'm happy that we were a special defensive Stakataka in this live. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I love playing RU, especially like I don't do it so often, but when I do, I like it because we always get good games. and I get to do my best to top the ladder. I think I was number 13 before that game. I could be wrong though, but I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Earlier today I put up, I'll just have that promo there. But earlier today I put up my my thoughts on the Cinderace and Magearna quick ban in OU. If you guys want to check that out, feel free to. Again, that was the video that was uploaded earlier today. You can check out my merch once again. And yeah, I guess we're number 13 on the ladder. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.